Hello my darlings, from Huntington Beach in California. Now, I'm not going to vlog this whole trip, but I am definitely going to put together some snippets of my trip here. It's not my first rodeo. I've been to California quite a few times now, and I'm really excited to just be here, have a bit of a break, and share some of the things I get up to with you. I'm going to insert a little bit of Huntington Beach from this morning. And yeah, I don't know how long this vlog will be. I will probably just amalgamate everything together and then put together a little vlog for you overall. But I hope you enjoy this little trip away from home, and let's enjoy California together. Okay, so this isn't something that I typically do. However, I wanted to share with you a really quick and simple 5-minute beach makeup tutorial. Now, some days we just want a little something, and this was one of those days. So, of course, starting off with an SPF, it's really important, even if you're not wearing anything on your skin, that you've still got your SPF on. I find this one is a really good lightweight product that sits really nicely under my makeup, so I've been getting on really well with this one and highly recommend it. I'm then going in with the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. Now, this has been such a popular product, and honestly, I can really see why. The product itself doesn't feel tacky or sticky on your skin, but the actual grip that it has is really good. You'll see lots of those videos where people are sticking all sorts onto their face when they've just put the primer on. It is a fantastic primer, and again, I just feel like it sits really nicely under the makeup that I do, and it still feels nice on my skin, so highly recommend that. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I think this is the waterproof version of the product, and I just find that it stays really well on my lashes. You don't tend to get those black smudges underneath your eyes that you get with some mascaras, so really recommend the Sky High mascara. Then I've got this brow gel. This is just the classic standard one that I use every single day. I just like the colour of this. I like the texture. I find it goes on really easily. I don't think there's anything particularly special about this one. I just pick it up from the beauty outlet normally, but I just find it applies really nicely. I am then going in with, of course, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Now, I know there are quite a lot of dupes out there, and I think there are lots of dupes that are really, really good. I just packed the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter with me for this trip, and I do find if I'm wearing quite minimal makeup, it does give quite a nice glowy finish to the skin. My skin is usually better in America than it is in the UK, so I will typically wear less makeup when I'm in the States. And I just really like the Flawless Filter. I think there are good cost-effective alternatives, but if you have the Flawless Filter, then highly recommend. Then I've got just a Maybelline foundation, and I'm just adding a little bit of this for some extra coverage. Now, I know I'm going to the beach, but I just personally on this day wanted to have that little bit of additional coverage on my skin. I just wanted that additional layer. I've gone in with a fairly light layer of this foundation, so still felt lightweight on my skin. Actually, some of the days in California weren't absolutely boiling anyway, so it wasn't like my skin was really sweating underneath a lot of makeup. But between the Flawless filter as that initial base and then adding a little bit of this foundation, I just feel like the combination of the two works really nicely. It still gives you a skin type look, however it does give all of that extra coverage, which just makes me personally feel that little bit more confident and happy in my skin. This was a little bit of a treat purchase that I got back in April, and it's the Chanel bronzer, the cream bronzer. I really like this product, and I've actually used quite a lot more of it than I thought I would. I thought it would last me forever, but it is a fantastic product, and again, it sits really nicely on the skin. I then am going to use a little bit of the Rhode Pocket Blush. I think this is in the shade Tan Lines, and it's just a really nice, neutral, easy to wear blush colour. It blends in beautifully into the skin. There's nothing too statement about this blush. I do find it really works into that kind of natural makeup look and blends really easily. I then use the Made by Mitchell blush. I think this is in the shade Donut, and this just gives a really nice, dewy, glowy highlight finish to the cheekbones. I always like to add a little bit down the center of my nose as well, just to add that little bit of shine. It again sits really nicely on the skin. And then finally, going in with some Laura Mercier setting powder. I really like this. I've gone for a bit of a light dusting. I don't really have very heavy makeup on today, so I've just used this as a little bit of a buff on the skin. And then I'm finishing off with a makeup setting spray, which we actually picked up whilst I was in Japan. So I am not sure where or how you can get hold of this product, but if you can get it on somewhere like Amazon, it's fantastic. Hello my darlings, it is another day at the beach. So I haven't vlogged very much at all, in fact, nothing. In fact, nothing since the last time we were at the beach. Just because I'm not really on my phone, I'm having a really chill time, it's just lovely. I have got an unboxing to do, which was actually meant to be for this trip, but it didn't turn up in time, so I'm going to do that and probably do that as the introduction to this trip. So you will have seen those pieces, which will be really nice. But yeah, there isn't, I'm not really just getting the vlogging camera out. I'm just trying to have a really chill time and just really enjoy my time here. Not be doing sort of any screen time. However, there are perhaps a couple of things that I'm going to try and vlog a little bit more towards the end of this week, which will be fun. But yeah, just thought I'd update you whilst I'm sat having a little chill. Got a really nice view just of the sea in front of me. I'm going to spin you around and have a little look, but I'm not going to vlog too much of today because I'm at the same beach. So yeah, not loads to report, but just having a really lovely time and enjoying just not being too much on the screen, and yeah, having a little bit of a break, which my brain definitely needed. Just been super stressed, had lots going on, and just really needed to take a little bit of time to just stop stressing about, you know, what's going on, what people think, and just gain a little bit of control back again. So that is where we are at. Also wearing this really cute beach dress. You'll see me wear this loads. something that I get out every single holiday, and I actually just went on the website to see if it still exists, because it's such a nice throw-on piece for the beach or when you're walking around resorts, and they don't do them anymore. So that's a real shame, because it's such a lovely piece. It's just like a one size oversized dress, but I think it is a silk blend, so it feels lovely. It's beautiful. So, a very exciting parcel has arrived from Holland Cooper, and I really want to share with you what's inside. It's the perfect summer pieces haul, so let's get into it. Here is the box of goodies. I have to admit, I have worn a couple of the pieces to the game fair over the weekend, so there's a couple of pieces that are already worn, but for the most part I'm going to be showing you everything that is inside. Best deliveries come in green boxes, and of course this is a pair of beautiful shoes from Holland Cooper. Now I have to admit I wore these to the game fair at the weekend, so they are not brand new condition, but let me show you them. These are the beautiful deck shoes from Holland Cooper. How gorgeous are these? They're a suede design. They've got a comfortable rubber sole, as you can see, worn. And I wore these for the first time at the game fair, and they were incredibly comfortable. They have got gorgeous detailing on the shoes, and just a really, really beautiful design. These will go with everything. They're perfect for summer styling, for holidays, and just a really easy staple to wear. Holland Cooper have also recently gone into jewellery, and I have a couple of pairs of the earrings here that I want to show you. First up, we have stunning pair of the crystal stud earrings. These are just a really great essential piece for wearing. I absolutely love how they look, and these will go with everything. And next up, another pair of earrings. Now these ones I have been wearing non-stop. These are the pearl version of the earring, and they're just a really, really beautiful, easy to wear piece. So I've been loving styling these so far. What else that Holland Cooper offer are sunglasses, and I have been yet to try a pair of their gorgeous range, but I now have my own pair, and these come really beautifully packaged. So they come in the green box and then in the case as well. And I opted for a really beautiful chunky pair of tortoiseshell, and the detailing on these is literally incredible. How beautiful is that? And oh, they're just gorgeous. They're really glam, but sort of easy to wear. So I have been loving these. Again, I wore these to the game fair, and I just think they look beautiful. Again, wore these to the game fair, and I just think they're incredibly beautiful. Move on to clothing now, and the first piece I'm going to show you I wore to the game fair, so it is creased. Just bear with me. is one of their gorgeous linen sleeveless shirts. I've seen loads of people wearing these and loving these, and I have to admit it was the perfect piece for the game fair. It was absolutely boiling at the show. So having a sleeveless linen top was absolute perfection. It's in this really dreamy shade of pink. It's just beautiful. It's perfect and flowy. I actually sized up in this one so that it was really nice and light and breathable, and it was absolutely perfect for the game fair. I think these are called the Amalfi sleeveless linen top. Up a really beautiful pair of linen shorts. These are absolutely lovely. They have the baby blue detailing on the corner. They're really, really lovely. Big pockets. Just a really easy to wear piece and definite staple in the wardrobe. And these are going to look gorgeous with the sleeveless linen top as well. So along with the shorts, I then also have the linen trousers. So these are the full length trousers. Again, some really beautiful Holland Cooper detailing there, but really, really nice, simple pair to add to the wardrobe again. These, again, perfect with the linen shirts. And finally, to finish, we have one of the long sleeve linen tops. So this one is in the really beautiful baby blue. I think these are sort of slightly oversized anyway. So these are slightly oversized anyway, so I got this in my normal size, but these are the most beautiful pieces for this really hot heatwave summer. That is everything that I have got to show you from my Holland Cooper haul. I have recently got back from the US and I love watching hauls of what people have got whilst they were out there, so I'm gonna share mine with you. First up, we have the Chobani coffee creamer. I tried loads whilst I was out there, but the cinnamon coffee cake was my absolute favourite. You can get these on things like TikTok Shop, but they are so expensive. So I wanted to bring one back with me. One was not enough, but unfortunately my suitcase was already overflowing, so I've got the one for now. Another absolute staple when I am out in the US, I have to get Chick-fil-A sauce. This is the best sauce that you can get. I will now be putting it on absolutely everything again until I run out and have to go back to the States to get some more. Frosted sugar cookies. If you know, you know. These are amazing. I have actually already had some. Again, storage was a bit tight, so I could only bring one box back, but these are so delicious. Nerds gummies. These are the juicy ones, and again, I haven't seen these in the UK, so I really wanted to try them. I was going to wait and try them on YouTube, but it's taken me a while to film this video, and I've already tucked in. I can confirm they are as good as they look. I've got another Tide to Go pen. Now, I have tried these in the past and I can't really remember what my thoughts were on them. However, when we were in Japan, we got a really, really good travel stain remover, and it's just quite expensive to try and get hold of that in the UK. I know you can do things like Amazon and try and get hold of it, but obviously you're paying a lot extra for the privilege. So whilst I was in the States, I picked up another Tide to Go just to do a bit of a comparison again and see sort of how good these were. Picked up one of the Crest toothpaste and then also the strips. I also picked up the Crystal Light Raspberry Lemonade. I wish I had tried this before I left because these are amazing, and I've looked again online to see if I can try and get hold of them, and they're just so expensive to try and ship to the UK. So these are going to have to be eked out, and yeah, I love them, so I'm kind of gutted that I didn't just pick more up, and these are light enough that I could have put quite a few in my suitcase. Of course, when you're in America, you have to go to Bath and Body Works, and I picked up some of the hand sanitizers. These were 6 for $10. If you've been to Bath and Body Works in the UK, they are a bit more pricey than that, so it's good to pick them up whilst I was out there. So the 6 scents that I got the pink candy, I got 2 of those. I got the cotton candy cobwebs, the pecan pumpkin waffles, a blue raspberry, and finally a pumpkin cupcake. Oh my gosh, these all smell absolutely amazing. So they were on the 6 for $10. And finally, I had to make a stop off at my favourite Crocs shop, and I just picked up one thing in here. There were multiple pairs of Crocs that I wanted, but if you follow along, you'll know I have so many pairs of Crocs and I should probably try and rein it in. I also went out with an overweight suitcase, so trying to bring stuff back was also tricky because there was no extra room. So I really had to limit myself on the amount that I was bringing back. So from Crocs, I picked up this little Lotso charm. How cute is this? So this is going to live on my Crocs. It's going to be perfect for when I go back to Disney. I really like Lotso. I think he's a mean little bear, but I wanted something, and we've got the little charm. So that, I think, is everything that I picked up whilst I was in the US. Like I say, I would have loved to have bought loads more back, but suitcase space did not allow. That's everything. Whilst I've still got some light, let's do my Game Fair 2026 haul. I'm going to start off with a scarf which has not been steamed, purely because I want to make the most of the light I've got. But this is from a brand that I have seen on Instagram and then met for the first time at the Game Fair, and that is Goldcrest and Tide. And this is the most beautiful silk scarf that I could imagine. I actually wore this on the second day of the Game Fair because I was wearing pink. I couldn't resist. It's the most beautiful print and design, and I really feel like this brand has seen a gap in the market and filled it. The stand looked incredible. It was so beautiful. Their products were amazing. I was instantly drawn to the scarves. I just love the design on it. And yeah, I'm so pleased to have seen the brand in person, and I think these are going to go really far. So I'm very excited to follow their journey, and I can't wait to keep styling this scarf over the summer now. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and it fits absolutely perfectly in my wardrobe. Next up is something that I won on a spin the wheel, and that is this cosmetic bag, sort of vanity bag from Ossa Stark. I had seen on TikTok that they had ordered these for their spin the wheel giveaway, and I was desperate for one. However, I thought, what are the chances of me hitting jackpot on a spin the wheel? But I went onto the stand, I spun the wheel, and I hit jackpot. I cannot believe it, and I am over the moon because the print on this, I don't know if you can see it, is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a perfect piece, so I'm very, very excited by that. What else that I got was this bag charm from Fairfax and Favour, and this was something that I was actually able to do myself, which was really cool experience. So if you haven't seen my Instagram reel, go and check that out and have a look. But This is one of the leather bag charms that they do at the events, and you're able to get it embossed with your initials. So I am very, very pleased with that. I think that's such a cool addition to add onto your handbag. It is a really gorgeous tote bag from a brand that is new to me and obviously new to the game fair as well. This is such a beautiful big bag. It was perfect at the game fair for all of our shopping bits and pieces, and these are now available on the website as well, so you can pick one up yourselves. They've got really nice long handles, so it sits really comfortably, and it's just a huge size. These would be perfect for like a gym bag, a shopping bag, a tote bag, popping to the supermarket, so really pleased with that. Something else that we have seen at multiple shows now is this Silent Pool gin. I see them at all the events and we've never tried it. And at the game fair we tried every single one of their gins, and we actually came away with 2 of them. So the first one is their classic gin, and this actually came with a liquid garnish as well, which I don't know how this works, but it actually says spray the aroma mist garnish twice on top of your drink, and it says it's a raspberry and peppermint aroma garnish. So I have to give that a try with the original gin, but I am a sucker for branded glass. So we also picked up the gift box, and in here you then get the rose gin, which is the second one that we really liked, and then you also get the 2 branded glasses as well. And with buying the gift box and the gin, we then also got a tour at the distillery. So that's something that we'll need to book, and of course I'll take YouTube along. So that's something really fun to look forward to. Finally is this beautiful saddle bag that I picked up. Now, I've had my eye on a few different saddle bags, and I saw this on TikTok just before the game fair and instantly fell in love and knew that I needed to go and see what they were like. And in my game fair YouTube, you'll see that I tried a few of the different colours. I spent ages back and forth trying them on with the outfits, and in the end I went for the darker chocolate brown colour just because I felt like this would go with absolutely everything. I was just amazed by the price point. So this comes from the Spanish Boot Company, and I already have a few bits from the Spanish Boot Company and just really love the quality. The brand stands for some really important and really good things, and I just think the quality of their products is so lovely. When I saw this bag, I just instantly fell in love. I mean, I'd seen it on TikTok and I think I kind of already knew it was coming home with me, but it's absolutely stunning and it goes perfectly with my wardrobe. So that is everything that I got from the Game Fair 2026. There is a mega vlog for the Game Fair, so we've combined both days that we were at the show into one vlog. So if you didn't make it to the show and you want to see what it's like, please check out that YouTube video. Equally, if you did make it to the show and you either didn't make it all the way round or you want to see what we got up to, then please do watch that YouTube video. It would mean the world to me. I hope you've enjoyed this haul, and with that I am going to leave the Game Fair 2026 there. Thank you.